Think about your morning. For millions of us, the day doesn't truly begin until we've had that first sip of coffee. But why do we crave it so much? Long before cozy cafes, humanity discovered that roasting these beans provided something invaluable: survival. As the Industrial Revolution swept across Europe, people moved from farms to factories. The long, grueling hours demanded a stimulant. Humanity didn't just want coffee. We needed it to keep the heavy gears of the modern world turning. But there was a massive problem: time. Factory workers only had a few precious minutes for their break. The world was speeding up, and coffee was falling behind. Brewing coffee in the 1800s was a painfully slow process. You had to boil water in a simple pot, steep the grounds, and wait for what felt like an eternity. They couldn't wait 10 minutes for a cup. The race to brew coffee faster, much faster, had officially begun, driven by the relentless mechanical pace of the era. Enter the era of steam power. In 1884, Angelo Moriando patented the world's first steam-driven coffee machine. It was a massive, complicated beast of brass and copper. It pushed boiling water and high-pressure steam through a large bed of coffee grounds, brewing multiple cups in seconds. It was incredibly fast. But there was a catch. Because it used boiling water, the coffee was often burnt, over-extracted, and incredibly bitter. It was fuel, not a masterpiece. Fast forward to 1901. Two innovators looked at the engineering blueprints and decided to shrink the giant boiler, focusing entirely on single-serve efficiency. They invented the portafilter. By locking this solid brass component into the machine, baristas could brew one perfect cup at a time, specifically made for the customer. Because it was made expressly or rapidly for the patron, it earned a new name: Espresso. Yet they were still using steam pressure, and the holy grail of coffee was still missing. While massive machines dominated cafes, Alfonso Bialetti wanted to bring that intense coffee into the home. In 1933, he invented the iconic aluminum mocha pot. Using basic thermodynamics, it utilized the pressure of boiling water on a regular stovetop to force the liquid upward through the central column. It wasn't technically true espresso, but the rich, robust flavor it produced revolutionized how the world drank coffee in their own kitchens. Pouring a fresh cup from a mocha pot became a daily morning ritual, bridging the gap between the industrial cafe and the comfort of home. But the true revolution happened in 1948 with Achille Gaggia. By observing mechanical cross-sections, he realized steam was ruining the flavor and introduced a spring-piston mechanism. A barista, dressed in a sharp retro-knit polo, could now pull down a heavy lever, applying intense mechanical force directly to the water. This engineering marvel generated exactly 9 bars of pressure, forcing water that was just under the boiling point through the coffee bed. The result was pure, fluid dynamics magic. The extreme pressure forced the coffee oils to emulsify, creating a thick, syrupy extraction. This birthed the crema, a thick, golden, tiger-striped layer of foam on top. It was smoother, sweeter, and visually stunning. Modern espresso had finally arrived. Today, that legacy lives on. Enthusiasts use premium manual coffee grinders, appreciating the tactile mechanics and precise particle distribution required for a perfect shot. Every variable is controlled, down to the heavy stainless steel tamper used to compress the grounds into a perfectly leveled puck. State-of-the-art commercial machines now dominate coffee shops, blending that original 1948 mechanical brilliance with modern temperature stability. From industrial factories to your local barista, coffee is a story of pushing limits. Next time you take a sip, remember you're drinking a century of brilliant engineering. Thanks for watching and stay caffeinated.